Foundation for Defense of Democracy, Senior Vice President Jonathan Schanzer joins us now. Jonathan, thanks so much for joining the program. So we got the three names to be released. What is your biggest worry as this deal in this war, they say, comes to an end?
Well, I think we need to be clear here. I don't think this war is coming to an end. I think this is a ceasefire. I think what the Israelis are saying right now is they have every right to go back to the war after this first round. So these 33 hostages that are going to be released over 42 days. After that, I think all bets are off. I would expect the Israelis, they do not want to watch Hamas bounce back. And that's the big concern, right? That if they can reconstitute, we've seen some of these videos of the Hamas guys with their, AKs and their, RPGs driving through Gaza, trying to show everybody that they've not yet been defeated. That's the real concern in Israel right now. I think it should be a concern for all of us to have an Iran proxy after 15 months acting like nothing happened.
So this is going to be in phases, of course, as we reported. You just said it right here on the record, and I think many people know this, that Israel is going to continue the fight. Do you worry that they won't release all of the hostages because the war is going to continue?
Well, I think, early on, you're going to see the release, right? You got 90 prisoners today. They're going to be released in exchange for these 3 women. And then there'll be another 3 Israelis and another 3 after that, another 3 after that. That's going to go on for about 2, maybe 4 weeks.
Then you got the soldiers as well.
Right. Well, it's that second phase that I just don't think we're going to see, right? Those soldiers, that's the second phase. Israel would have to agree to end the war entirely in phase 2. And I just don't think that's where the Israelis are right now. Now, I do think that President Trump's holding a few cards. I mean, if he wants to guarantee that the Israelis can take care of the Iranian threat, they might end the war for a time in the Gaza Strip, because Gaza is not their primary concern. It's that Iranian regime that the Israelis are thinking about. It's weak. Their air defenses were destroyed back in October. Their ballistic missile capabilities are weakened also. And the Israelis are looking right now at the entire region, not just at Gaza.
Do you worry because the Israeli HRT, the hostage rescue team, some of the best in the world, our folks, military, Navy SEALs, Delta Force, train with them as well. But some of my sources are telling me that they're surrounding these hostages, that you can't, it's a suicide mission. So do you worry as we get to that second phase that we may lose some of those folks?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's been the concern all the way through. And if you look at the way that the Israelis have been fighting this war for the last 15 months, they've been really careful. And I don't think that's gotten enough attention. They've tried to do everything they can not to take out those tunnels because they know that Hamas has surrounded themselves with human shields. Mohammed Sinwar, the guy that's running this war right now, Yahya Sinwar's brother, the guy who launched all of this, he surrounds himself reportedly with 10, 12, 15 live hostages. Now, he's going to have fewer to do that with after the next 42 days. But there's some pretty serious decisions the Israelis are going to have to make about, how they want to end this.
The great thing is that they don't have any handcuffs anymore. So you got an administration that's going to support them completely.
That's right.
Jonathan, thank you so much for joining the program.
Thank you.